How am I going to know if everything's working okay?
I'll be back.
I wanted you to get your phone out.
Yeah, she'll check it out.
I did a test and everything worked pretty good.
Good. That's be a neat change of
But
pace.
when you don't do it all the time with the mics and everything,
Yeah. Is it working?
it don't look like it's live, is it?
It says live.
Well, it don't show it yet.
It says
Oh, there it is. It just turned red.
Just took a little bit there.
Well, I guess I had to reboot it again.
See, that's a lot nicer looking than me. That's Jamie sitting there with you. You look about the same.
There we go.
Yeah, that's us.
It don't look too bad.
No, it looks really nice.
There's our sound.
I can hear you.
You got it on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's loud and clear.
Talk.
Huh?
Talk.
Hello? Testing? Take your phone and go outside and see if you can hear it.
I can hear you.
Say it was working really good earlier.
There's a little bit of a delay between you and this, and it sounds fine. I can hear you.
Because I actually ran it earlier with the air conditioner on. And you could still
Yeah,
hear
she
it.
said it's good.
It just had a little bit of a thing. Linda Fogle said, I can hear you good.
Yep, it's good. I can hear you good, Dad.
I'd wait for a few more people to tune in here.
She can hear you good.
I just said that.
I can hear you.
There's an echo in here. Ain't too bad for a temporary
Studio.
studio here, is it?
No, it looks good. Got plenty of color. Everything's contrast with the black Stuhler door, the red of mine, the 40 for Marvin in your car.
I went to school for interior decorating.
Maybe you did. You could almost fool me on that. If I didn't know you so well, you could fool me on the fact, but I know you didn't.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get going, since, there's a few people tuning in here, and I'm sure a lot of people will watch it afterwards.
Yeah.
But welcome to the On Track with Mike show. I'm talking loud to talk to the camera, and I don't need to talk that loud. This is on location here in the 2+2 race shop. I'm still kind of tied up here at home, and we decided to try to do something for Alan here at the studio, at the 2+2 studio.
Yeah, there you go.
And for the Sagi race, Frank Sagi Tribute Race this coming Saturday at the Hagerstown Speedway. And I hope Alan's got plenty of notes, because I went through a lot. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
I have 0 notes. I come empty-handed, but I can talk about it.
You must have a good memory.
We'll figure it out. We got a lot going on, but we will figure it out.
Yep. So to start off, we got July 14th, Sagi Tribute Race. July 18th. Today's July 14th.
Yep.
That's how screwed up
We
I
got
am
a few
tonight.
more days.
I'm screwed up, man. I'm telling you. But
Yep, Saturday night. And of course, first off, the biggest reason that we're doing this is to honor 4 gentlemen that were very significant in the history of Hagerstown Speedway. We have 3 of the most accomplished drivers in the last 30 years at Hagerstown. Gary Stuhler, the all-time leading feature winner at the track in the super late model division. Marvin Winters, who is the only driver to win championships in the Roadrunner, limited late model, and super late model division.
I didn't know that.
Yep. You learned something new today, Mike.
I did.
And Roy Deese Jr., who is the all-time leading championship winner with 9. He's won 9 super late model championships at the track, 1 ahead of Nathan Durbrow and 2 ahead of Denny Bonebrake. So we want to honor those 3 drivers. And, of course, my father, Frank Sagi, who was the track announcer for 39 years. You know, Gary and Marvin and Roy were all to Victory Lane a lot.
Yeah.
My dad was to Victory Lane more than they were, because he went 3 or 4 times a night.
And it didn't cost him no money.
No, it didn't cost a dime. So I always tell people he spent more time at Victory Lane than anyone. I'd like to have $1 for every time he went up and down those steps.
Well, I mean, I know we all know Gary Stoller won a bunch. And I guess when I started noticing Marvin Winters was when he was running that, I think it was a 46 car, the yellow, and the limited car that he was winning.
Oh, maybe the Ted Pugh car.
Yeah,
in the late 90s.
He was winning a lot with that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I didn't really know him in the Roadrunner deal.
He was good before that and good afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always a good, clean competitor, too. Marvin was a guy you could race with, and I probably raced against that guy as much or more than anybody over the years, and him and I never had a problem.
No, I don't know.
Never touched, never had a crossword.
No, he didn't. He was always good. We raced with him a couple times, and him running cars, limited cars for people.
Yeah.
And you could always, I mean, he was just a well-mannered person.
Yeah.
I mean, he still is. And
probably always will be.
Easy to talk to.
Yeah.
And then Roy Deese Jr., you know, he's been winning since I can remember.
Yep.
Cool note, we even won the championship the same year.
There you go.
And I think it was.
I guess 9 people running on the same year Roy won, because he won so many.
I'm trying to think if Marvin Winters was. That's hard to believe. I can't remember that, but I'm trying to wonder if Marvin Winters was limited champion that year.
Could have been. Very possible.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I'm getting old. I can't remember what happened back long.
They all run together.
Back in the horse
while.
and buggy days.
Yeah. But yeah, it is very important to remember those 4 and honor them. Of course, Gary and Roy will be in the race on Saturday night. It'll be the first time that my honorees were actually in competition. We had always honored retired drivers in the past, and a little different twist this year. You know, I talked to Gary and Roy, and they were up for it, and they're both going to be in the race. So it'll be really cool for the fans.
Yeah, it is. It's a great event. If nobody's ever been there, it's an event. I mean, it's not a race, it's an event. I mean, you're starting at what? The Arch Picnic starts at noon?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? Mm-hmm. So you have the Arch Picnic at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, from 1 to 3:30.
Get your grub on.
And everyone's welcome to come. You do not have to be an Arch member. They'd like for you to bring a covered dish if you can, but if you can't, that's okay too. Just bring yourself and be there and get something to eat and have some time to talk with everybody. And it's free of charge. No charge to come to the picnic.
Do you got to have anything in the covered dish, or can you just bring a covered dish?
I went to one of those one year and somebody brought an empty dish. Yeah, that's a pretty good scam. I guess you could do that too. Yeah.
But yeah, then you got that. Then you're going to have to evacuate the track, or not the track, but the grandstand area there
for
a little bit.
A couple minutes.
For a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then they're going to open up, and I guess it ain't too long after they open up, they'll get into the autograph signing where, I don't know about this year, but I know in the past you've had probably close to 50 drivers.
Yeah, we normally average around 50. That'll be there. The autograph session, we call it a meet and greet, is from 5 to 6. And if you have any memorabilia from any of the drivers, you know, you're welcome to bring it. But we're going to have these really nice prints made up by racing artist Jeff Lindsay. He does a tremendous job. They're multicolored, very bright. And 22 of the drivers that will be on hand signing, their cars are on the prints. And these prints will be given to the fans free of charge when they come in the gate. To buy those things, something like that would probably cost you $20.
And they're not on cheap paper.
No, it's real heavy
They're on
stuff.
They're on good paper.
Yep.
Because I have about 15 of them in the house that I procrastinated, that I want to get the frames and frame them. Because they are really heavy duty.
Yeah, very good quality. Yeah. Something that's really worth keeping.
It is. It's nice to hang up in your race shop, or if you're, you know, a child or something, you want to hang them up in your room.
And all the drivers who are on the prints, I've gotten commitments from that they will actually be there on hand. So, you know, it's kind of neat We're going to have mostly retired drivers doing that, but there'll be a few that are actually racing that are on the prints this year that are going to come over and sign for a little bit. And so we'll have some different guys that we have not had in the past. Of course, there's one print with Gary Stuhler and Marvin Winters and Roy Deese on it alone, the 3 honorees. And then there's a second print that has Nick Dixon, Dave Wilt, Nick's father, Ken Dixon, Irvin King, past track champion at Hagerstown back in, I think it was 1971 in the sprint car division. Will Royale, Brent Smith, Craig Klein, Frankie Plessinger, Jeff Teets, Eric Zembauer, Les Hare, Mike Warrenfeltz, Pete Weaver, Larry Wright, Darrell Kendall, and Hall of Fame car runner Barry Kleindienst. They're all on print number 2. And then print number 3 has some of the drivers from a little more recently. Greg Satterley is going to come over and sign for the fans. He'll be racing, but he's going to come over behind the grandstand at 5 o'clock. Booper Bear, one of last year's honorees. Andy Anderson, Bo Feathers, JT Spence, Jeremy Miller, and myself. So these prints are really, really nice. And also, Denny Bonebreak is going to be on hand, and we're going to have prints made up for Denny to sign. So just something a little, we want everybody to go home from the race with a little memento, a souvenir, and I like trying to do something for the fans. You know, most of the tracks aren't able to do that. They're busy. They have a lot on their plate. On a weekly basis, they can't do something like this. But we try to do something a little different. And I think it's something my dad would really like. Big thanks to Jeff Lindsay for drawing these. I can only imagine how long it takes to draw 22 race cars. 22. And he doesn't hesitate. And also, we want to thank the Auto Racing Club of Hagerstown for helping with the expense to have these made. So on the prints, thanks to Arch and to the Lindsay family in memory of Bill Lindsay, the family patriarch, and started the Lindsay family in racing. So we want to get you there between 5 and 6 to grab these.
I mean, his pictures are really nice. I know I look forward every year to getting one of each. And, I mean, there's something nice to have. I mean, where you can't go buy anything like that. I mean,
no, these are.
I mean, to have all them. Could you imagine going to the Staples or someplace and trying to get photos of 25 cars on a poster or something?
Exactly.
I mean,
it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Plus a lot of free giveaways. I know in the past, you can correct me, Alan, if I'm wrong, but in the past, a lot of the drivers donate T-shirts and hats and that sort of thing.
Yep, we have that going on
for them to hand out or
throw up into
whatever.
Also got my good friend Rick Harbaugh, who's been working tirelessly for months, gathering up hats and T-shirts, koozies, different souvenirs that we're going to pass out to the fans. A whole array of different businesses have stepped up to help Rick, help us, and help the fans go home with something, a memento from the night.
Well, let's talk about something that's unheard of, Alan. How many racetracks you go to where they have an event and a driver gets in free?
Doesn't happen much, does it?
It don't happen much.
No. Probably a harebrained idea on my part, but when you turn in an NFL game, I'm pretty sure that quarterback doesn't pay to get in that stadium. When you tune into a baseball game, Major League Baseball, I'm pretty sure that pitcher doesn't pay to get in.
And we've always thought about this.
Yeah.
The racers have thought about this.
Yeah. Maybe the race car drivers shouldn't have to pay to get in. They are the stars of the show. They make the show happen. With the help of some good friends of mine and help to step up and sponsor this, we're paying for the drivers' pit passes. Tracks can't do this. They just can't.
No, that's
they're relying on that
income,
right, to keep the lights on, pay their insurance, pay their employees and pay the PERS. So they have a lot going on, but we're on this one night. We do things a little different, and all of the drivers in both the super late model and the limited late model divisions will get in free. There'll be a special sign-in for those guys at the pit gate, and they'll get a free armband as long as they got a car there. And we're more than happy to do that for them.
As long as it's a raceable car.
Yeah, it's got to move a little bit. It's at least got to take hot laps or try to. Yeah, don't bring one with no engine.
I just remember that being brought up one time with there was some class that come to Hagerstown one night.
Probably
I can't remember
somebody
what
tried
it was.
to get points.
Or
try to get
no, it wasn't a regular
average.
class. It was a class that was coming in, like the vintage cars of some sort or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember that somebody came there with a car, and I don't think even had a motor in it. And they unloaded it, and they did catch them. I don't know the detail. I just heard through the grapevine, but I thought that dude was pretty smart.
Yeah, very much so.
He just wanted to watch the races.
That's thinking outside the box. Yeah, you can get in the pits that way.
But that's unheard of, though. I mean, you could be talking about 60 drivers or more.
Well, we're hoping maybe 70 or more.
Well,
we're hoping for a lot of cars.
Also with the Lattimore Valley vintage races.
Well, those guys already get in free. That's part of the deal to bring the vintage cars there, that they get in free with their car because they don't get any payoff. They run their exhibition laps for free.
How many cars they usually bring out?
30, 35.
Is that right?
Yeah, 3 different divisions. They'll have a stock car division, a sprint car division, and then they have what they call like an antique or vintage division, like the old Model A cars and stuff. So they sort of balance them out, and they put them in with cars that run around the same speed. We'll have 3 different groups of those, and there's going to be some neat twists this year to the vintage cars. I don't know how many of you follow Turn 5, but if you do, you had seen a picture come on last night of Gary Stoller with the Ford Maverick that he raced in 1979. And there's a picture of Gary standing beside the car at Lincoln. Well, a gentleman, Barry Hesson, he is the son of the Hall of Fame driver Diz Dean from back in the day.
Really?
And Barry has always been a race fan, been around racing all his life. He wanted to restore a car, and he found out that Butch Devilbiss, the original owner for Gary back in the day, still had the frame of this car. It was out in a field, and Barry Hesson went and retrieved that back around 2010. And it needed a lot of work, and it was a bare frame, and he took and had it sandblasted, powder coated, and he built this car from the ground up. Fortunately, Butch Devilbiss still had the rear end from it, the hubs, the brakes. He had most of the components, even the steering wheel. He had everything.
Wow.
And he gave this stuff to Barry.
No way.
He said, I like what you're doing. I'll give you anything that you need. I'll give you all of it. Like, he had a fuel cell. He had everything. So Barry put it all together, refurbished everything, made it looks as good as new. And then he got down to where he needed an engine. And he asked Butch, do you know anywhere where I can get a big block Ford engine to put in this thing? He said, matter of fact, I do. Underneath my workbench, I have the engine that come out of that car. It's yours. Butch gave it to him.
No way. Never.
Yep.
Just the stuff was just sitting. You think somebody would
sat there for 30 years.
You think somebody would have looked for that stuff
and would have bought it
before 30 years? I mean,
Yep. So Barry had the engine rebuilt. It runs. The car will be on hand on Saturday. It'll be on display for people to look at before the races and during the Arch Picnic and such. And then it will be on the track with the vintage cars. So it'll be neat to see that car out there running on a night Gary's getting honored.
What do you think he thought when he seen it? He's seen it already, didn't
Has Gary seen it?
I thought he'd seen it, but yeah.
The first time he saw it, him and I went up to the
Eastern
Museum of Motor Racing for an event on a Sunday afternoon. And we pull in, I saw it sitting there outside the building. I said, Store, look at that. Well, he looked over. He was like a kid on Christmas morning. His eyes lit up, and he says, wow.
Jumped out of the car before it was stopped.
Yeah.
Rolled.
And he just looked at it and walked around it. But it looks almost identical to what it did back in the day when he raced it. And if you want to see pictures of it, you can look on Turn 5. It's on there with the 1979 picture with Gary standing beside it.
Yeah.
And a picture of it when it was in the Eastern Museum of Motor Racing.
I seen a
They had
picture
on
of it
display
recently.
up there.
I seen a picture of it recently on Facebook. It was on display somewhere here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it catches your eye.
It does.
It's a beautiful car.
That car was unique. You know, back in the day, that was a kit car that got shipped in. A guy named Dennis Fringes from out in the Midwest built frames. They were the first mandrel bent frames where they were actually bent on a machine. All back then, cars were built sections welded together. Well, this was mandrel bent frame rails. And they bought that. It got shipped in pieces. And Butch Devil Biss, Gary, and their crew welded it together. And they built that car. And it was a good one. That car ran very well. And back in the day when there were very few Fords racing, it was hard to get high performance parts. And that car looked unique, was unique, and it's really neat that it got restored. But it'll be there. And also, Booper Bear is bringing a car. It is a wedge car identical to what he raced in 1984. And you don't see restored wedge cars very often. And this thing is just beautiful. Booper brought it out last fall at Natural Bridge Speedway, was the debut of it, for his dad's race, the Tommy Bear Memorial. And just people just oohed and awed over it. It's really sharp looking. Of course, it's red, number 00. And Booper drove it down there. But up here on Saturday night, he's having a special guest driver. Booper's good friend, C.S. Fitzgerald, is coming up to drive it. Everybody likes C.S.
Yeah.
And he hadn't been to Hagerstown in years. And really tickled to hear that Booper's putting him in the car to go out there and run some exhibition laps. And the Lattimore Valley Vintage Club is tickled to death to have that car and the 21A both as part of their exhibition laps and on display. And I think the fans will enjoy seeing those cars. A lot of the fans will remember those two cars.
Not me.
Now, a little before your time, huh?
Now, Brian Bauer says Gary needs to drive the car, but it's probably going to be in the middle of in between races.
Yeah, we're running the vintage cars. We merge them in. They run 5-minute exhibition time limit kind of a deal. And I don't know what the order is, if that would be able to accommodate Gary or not. He's pretty busy Saturday night. He's got a little bit going on.
Yeah.
So that may or may not happen, but
I mean, it's tough. I mean, the other last year when Dave Wilt was recognized, we was going to run the car with the supers.
Right.
And we decided not to because there was so much going on.
A lot going on.
That, like, you wasn't going to be able to pay attention to everything going on. You wasn't going to be able to relax and enjoy the race.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just a lot to drive plus be involved and, you know, have to be here and get a picture taken or here and get interviewed. I know they'll give Gary plenty of time when he's racing.
Yeah.
And I know he wouldn't want it any other way, but it is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's
a busy evening. Yeah.
Hey, John Belundi, how you doing?
Our man John.
I wonder if he's in town or if he's probably in Florida or someplace.
He could
by
be
now.
anywhere. I bet you he'll be at Hagerstown Speedway Saturday night, though.
You ain't gonna believe where I seen him the other week. I seen him at a car show.
I can believe that.
I'm walking through a car show and I hear this guy go, "Hey, Mike," and I looked up. I thought, "What are you doing here? Like, this ain't no dirt track cars."
Yeah, you might see John about anywhere.
Yep, he's always good to run into.
Yep.
Nice guy. Anybody sees John, say hi to him. He loves racing.
Yep. He will talk to you.
And loves people.
Yep.
Something new this year we're going to, well, not we, but you're going to do. I think it's great. This is one of them times where my mother would tell me that if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. I would love to, to say something negative about what happened to you with the one streaming service.
Yeah.
But
we won't do that.
I know, no, I'm not saying I'm going to. You will step above it, but race fans like us, we get frustrated at, something being dropped like that we don't believe deserves it. But sometimes one door closes, one door opens.
That's right.
So these guys are probably pretty new, aren't they?
Yeah, the PA Posse TV.
PA Posse TV
is going to be our streaming service for the race on Saturday night. For the ones of you that aren't fortunate enough to be there, whether you live too far away, whether you work, whether you're not feeling well, can't leave the house for whatever reason, this gives you an option to still be a part of the event and to watch it. And these guys just started up this season with this new service, and they've been predominantly sprint car racing so far, but they were very happy to come broadcast our race, and it gives everyone an option to rent the pay-per-view and watch it. And some friends of mine have rented their races and have been very, very impressed. My buddy Jeremy Miller, he shoots me straight. If something wasn't good, he'd tell me so. And he rented the race at Lincoln a couple weeks ago, the Steve Smith Memorial Race, Steve Smith Tribute. And Jeremy was very complimentary of that race. He said the sound quality was good. The picture was very clear and crisp. The color was good. The commentary, he said, just everything about it was first class.
and they have a drone.
They have a drone that flies over top.
That's pretty cool.
You're not watching the whole thing from a drone.
Yeah,
but they show you like highlights and different views. And when they show a replay of an accident, sometimes a drone view can give you a better view of it than the straight on view.
And I can't believe how fast they are.
How about that? Whoever runs that drone.
They can almost stick with those late models down the straightaways.
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
The only thing I told him, don't ask Miller to run that drone. He bought a drone for his daughter a couple years back. It lasted about 10 minutes. They lost it in the woods, and it's been about 5 years. He ain't found it since. They looked for hours.
I like to have one.
I kid him about that all the time. But the guy that flies the drone for the PA Posse TV crew, he does an outstanding job. Jerry Parrish is the head of PA Posse TV, and Will Gigas is the director and the main filmer of the events. And those guys are doing a really good job. So
is it going to be their first late model show?
Be their first late model show. Yes.
And I mean, and what I like about it is, you always have the argument of stock cars and sprint cars.
Yeah.
And if you go to the PA Posse
sometimes
page,
it's just racing.
Those guys are really anxious. They're really tickled to come cover a late model race.
Yeah. Now, they did film late models at Lincoln during the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week, but it was combined with the 410 sprint cars. This will be their first late model only broadcast. And like you said, they're very enthusiastic about it, and I'm glad to have them.
Well, I'm happy for you, Alan. I'm glad it's something come up, because we know there's still people that have health issues or maybe live too far away or something.
Right.
And it's great that they can turn it on there.
Still be a part of it.
Still be a part of it and get to watch all the festivities.
I talked to my longtime friend, Mike Price, this afternoon. He now lives in Indiana. He lived here in the Hagerstown area all his life, but like the last 3 years he's been in Indiana. And he's happy about it. He said, man, I'm going to rent that race. I want to watch it. He had asked me months back, about the streaming. I said, well, that kind of fell through. And what are you going to do? I said, well, I'll try to do something. And he's happy. So he'll be tuned in from Indiana. So we hope there's people all over.
I was kind of over-exaggerating a little bit when I said about don't say something nice about. I'm not saying
I knew that.
Flow.
Yeah.
It's just like we really like. I believe the people that know you and know the race were really excited. That made, like, when you turned on Flow Racing and you seen this Frank Sagi tribute, it was almost like an outdoor event or something like that. And we was like,
tried.
that really made a big impression to see the race covered like that. And for them to decide to quit doing it or whatever, whatever may happen. I don't know. I wasn't, whatever.
I'm right there and I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I mean,
I was surprised too that they made a business decision not to come back. But things happen in this world, and we make the best of it, and we're doing the best we can for everyone out there. And we hope they give PA Posse TV a chance. Hey, you might like it and get hooked.
Yeah.
The coverage is second to none, I'm told.
I agree.
So we like that idea.
And the price don't sound bad at all.
Nope, they're very fair. They charge what a grandstand ticket is. So really, it costs you no more to watch it than it would to come to the race.
So the drivers get to watch it for free?
No, they're not in the grandstand either, Mike. And they're a little busy. I don't want those guys watching TV.
They have an iPad on the dash or something.
Yeah. But, look at it this way. You get to watch it for the same price it would take to come to the track as a fan, and you don't have the gas involved. So, hey.
I know.
But we really would like everyone to come out who can make it, because we have a lot of neat giveaways and a lot of extra perks and everything. In fact, one of the greatest things we got going on, I think, is through Mr. Gilbert Hess and his Nicole's Dream Foundation. Anyone out there that's thinking about coming to this race, bring your children, bring your neighbor's children, bring grandchildren. Pick up some kids you don't know and put them in the car and bring them to the race.
If you make it to the race before getting pulled over.
Yeah, that's right. Gilbert does this in memory of his late wife and late daughter, and he calls it Nicole's Dream Foundation. He has raised enough money. He is giving away $200 to 18 different kids.
Yeah.
And it costs you nothing to register to do this. You just bring the kid up to Gilbert's table. He'll have a tent, a table set up there. You won't be able to miss him. He's got a lot of stuff on, going to be on display.
Yeah, he's really worked hard to get them
extremely hard.
Not only that, bicycles.
Yeah.
He has
19.
I'd say by now it should be up in the 20s probably.
He might be
20, just around 20
19
bicycles.
confirmed, and 8 of them are painted up like race cars.
Yes, and he has 8 or 9 that are racing themed.
Right.
And then each check is sponsored by someone.
Yes.
So it could be a past driver. Pitcher could be on that check. It could be a race team. It could just be an individual saying,
they're all different.
hey, I love racing and I want to give a kid a check.
All 18 of these checks will be unique and different. Yeah. And the child that wins will get a check that's just like the feature winner, a big check. And now Gilbert's going to hand them $200 cash along with it. The check the bank's probably not going to take.
It won't fit in that little tube.
But what a nice souvenir for a child to
have. Imagine going to the races
and get you involved in racing
and getting a $200.
How about that?
And then,
no, Mike,
what is
you're not going to pass. I know you'd like to try. You probably will try. It's for children 15 years and under.
Do they go check IDs?
Well, Gilbert's a nice guy. He'll probably take your word for it. I don't think he'll need to look at your ID. I don't think you're going to pass. I won't either, but that's okay.
I was going to make
the
a
kids
joke
to
there,
win.
but I won't say it. I
was
going to make a political joke, but
were you?
Since Rick Olson was on here, I knew he'd like it.
Rick won't pass either, but he'll be there racing, so we're glad to have Rick out there on the track.
Doug McTavish says, good to see the show back. The remote location looks great and sounds great. Thank you, Doug. And also, I'm glad he tuned in because I want to thank A Bargain Towing. A Bargain Towing is the ones that donated these mics we're using. This is the second time we've used them. They work great. And he just did out of the kindness of his heart one time, said, here, if you ever go on location, here's a set of mics.
Wow.
And
apparently it's working good because nobody has wrote in and saying they couldn't hear us.
They ain't figured out how to turn mine off yet. But thank you, Mac, for that. We appreciate it. He does an awful lot for the sport. Sponsors a lot of people.
Yep.
Used to run the pace truck till they kicked him out of it. Mm-hmm. They no, I'm just joking. They don't have a pace truck. I don't think it got wrecked or something.
We're going to have one Saturday night.
Are you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, my good friend Jeff Weller from the Auto Racing Club of Hagerstown has volunteered his brand new pickup, and he said it's yours to use if you want. And I said under one condition. He said, "What's that?" I said, "You drive it. That way, if he has trouble." We're going to have Bill Funk from Sign Design is designing some decals to put on it, just temporary for the night for the race. And Jeff asked me the other night. He said, "Can I go out and be the pace truck for the heat races too?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "You can go out and run around with the vintage cars if you want." I said, "I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm okay with it. I'll watch if you do it." And he said, "No." He said, "I don't really think that's a good idea." I said, "No, it's not." But he'll be out on the track with a brand new pickup, and knowing Jeff, that thing will be shined up where you could eat off of it.
Yeah. Rick Halls is saying, "Can you zoom in on the left rear? I'm trying to be fast for the Sagi Memorial." I don't think you want to look at this car. I don't know if you've followed our finishes lately, but we did have a top 5 over the last.
Last time you ran good.
Yeah, I figured top 10 must have dropped out.
We know better than that. I tell you, Mike, you did a tremendous job on the studio here. It looks great. The color contrast is perfect. I mean, I'd have thought you took interior design classes if I didn't know you better.
I did.
I don't believe that for a minute.
That's my feminine side.
You either did real good or got real lucky or got some help here. It's kind of neat. You got Gary's black door, and you got the red door to come off of the car.
I want to get that signed.
Yeah, he'll sign it for you. The red door that was off the car I drove in the inaugural Frank Sagi Tribute Race.
And then the Marvin Winters.
40, right, Marvin Winters drove the 40 for Tom Peck.
You want to know a cool story about that?
He was leading the race that night when his engine broke.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Cool story.
And then, of course, the 2+2 behind us. It's almost like you designed it that way with the color contrast. Probably you got really lucky, but it looks really good.
It matches my purse.
Well, let me move my chair over a little bit.
No, cool story about the 40 Fireball 40 Tom Peck side. That was raffled off at the racetrack.
Right, correct.
And one of my friends, which I miss him dearly, I wish I'd have got him to sign it. Mert Stein won that.
Is that right?
Mert Stein won that.
Yeah.
And his grandson came to me and said, before you all leave, could you all pick that side up? We're not going to stay. We're going to leave. Pap's tired. And I said, yeah, no problem. I'll pick it up for you. Yeah. So we brought it home, had it here in the shop. And he messaged me a couple of days later and said, did you all get that side? I said, yeah, we did. And I said, listen, if you all want to hang that up in the radiator shop, more power to you.
Yeah.
I said, if not, I'm willing to purchase it off of him to go with my other doors. Yeah. And he was tickled to death that somebody, not that he didn't enjoy it, but he was tickled to death that somebody that wanted it. And, because we did have them all hanging up on the wall. And then when I did the metal and electrical and everything, I took them down. But I just cherish that door because Mert was a great guy. Yeah. And I really enjoyed talking to him.
Speaking of Mert, this year's race for the first time, we're going to honor Mert because of his grandson, Wesley Truex, who runs the radiator shop now. Wesley wanted to do something in his grandfather's honor. So Wesley is sponsoring a Best Appearing Car Award in both classes for the Super Late Model and the Late Model Sportsman. $500
Whoa.
to each. Yep, 2 $500 Best Appearing Car Awards that I won't be choosing. I got 3 people that are going to decide who wins that. But I think that's a great thing that Wesley's doing. It's very fitting for Mert Stein because Mert Stein was known for back in the day of having very meticulous, immaculate race cars. They didn't have a lot of lettering on back then, but his cars were always straight. They were clean. They were very well built, well kept. So neat idea for Mert, and we thank Wesley for doing that.
That's amazing, $500.
Yeah, a little more money that's going to go to the racers. And we like to spread the joy and spread the money around where different guys go home happy. We also have, through the Auto Racing Club of Hagerstown, a lucky draw where in Victory Lane, each feature winner of the Super Late Model and the Late Model Sportsman will draw out of a bucket. Numbers 2 through 24 will be in there. We don't want the winner to draw his own. He's already happy. He won the race. But he's going to draw a number at random, and one of those drivers is going to get $500.
Wow.
$500 in the Super Late Model, $500.
Now, they already draw numbers every Saturday night to go through tech. But they don't get $500.
That's right. They don't get $500. And when you go to the track and draw a bad number, you think, daggone. Well, this time, if you didn't finish with front, a bad number might be good.
There's a lot of people probably should not be drawing those numbers. if you knew the people that
the feature winners are going to draw this time.
Does the drawings at the pill booth?
Yeah, they're not very lucky.
No. Some we fired a lot of pill drawers.
So
that's
we're going to
awesome.
make a couple guys happy there. And then also on top of that, even, we have 2 $500 Hard Luck Award winners. Now, that's the award you really don't want to win.
No.
But if you do have a bad night, that $500 helps ease the pain a little bit. So we thank Arch for their help with that, and try to, there again, send a couple more people home with smiles on their face.
Now, not to put you on the spot, but are you going to have the product sponsors again this year?
Oh yeah, yep.
Because that was always
We got
nice.
a long list of product sponsors.
I don't think people realize how many gift certificates you hand out in the evening to racers.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't counted them, but I know we're probably over 250, if not more. So there's a lot of doubling up for the race teams.
This is money off at your local parts store. Say $25 or $50 off or whatever, or money for so much off a pack of tear-offs.
Right.
I mean, it's just, and believe it or not,
hey, FK Rod Ends gives $500 gift certificates for a package of rod ends. So that's a good way for somebody to freshen up their car for next year, and before the big races in the fall.
And Alan, you as a driver, I'm sure you can attest to this. Like, you don't realize how much that means whenever you're done for the evening.
Yeah.
And maybe you had a good night, maybe you had a not so good night, but somebody walks up and hands you an envelope with 2 or 3 gift certificates in it for, tear-offs or this much off a helmet next time you buy one. I mean, it makes a big difference.
Well, we like to call this the race that's worth racing in. So we try to do these things. American Racer Tire is giving away free tires. Hoosier Tire is giving away free tires.
Wow.
Babs Motor Speedway has stepped up. They are donating a free Hoosier right rear tire to the top finishing driver in the late model sportsman race that is in the top 25 of the Babs points. So, just different things with different twists to it.
That's good, though. Support your regulars.
Another track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colton Gauss called me yesterday. He's the general manager at Babs. Totally his idea. I didn't even ask him. He volunteered that. And we really appreciate that. That's a neat idea. And he's supporting his guys. They're off this Saturday night, but he's supporting them going to another track.
Yeah. How many tracks do that?
Very few.
How many tracks give them a tire?
Yeah. Well, we do have a couple other things going on there like that. But
Brian Jones is watching. I'm sure he's got his work cut out for him tomorrow night. Practice session at the Hagerstown Speedway.
They have an open practice.
And then following it up Saturday with the Sagi Tribute, which is I know last year about killed me. Fat guys are not built for 100-degree temperature
Got to be tough.
From 10 till...
I think it is supposed to cool down a tick on Saturday. It's not going to be as warm Saturday as it is all week. So it's not going to be cold, but it's going to go to the mid-80s instead of the mid-90s. And there's a big difference in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got... I'm trying to think of what we already went over. Gilbert Hess. And
Gilbert, wanted to mention, besides the 2,200, there's 18 of the $200 checks. There's 20 bicycles. And he has some gift bags for kids. So bring the kids. Bring any kid you know. If you don't know the kid, get to know them and bring them. They're going to love you. And they've got good odds of taking home a bicycle or $200 cash. And that's just unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically doing it to start like a bank account for them. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's your kid. You can do whatever you want with the money.
Yeah, they can spend it any way they want.
But I mean, he's trying to do it as a gesture to say, hey, take your child, take them to the bank, open up an account, and they got $200 in it
there you go.
Already.
Or wouldn't it be neat to go take that $200 and buy a savings bond?
Yeah.
And when the child turns 40 or 50 years old, see how much it matures to, and they'll think, that was that Gilbert Hess at the race that night that I got that from. So that'll be kind of cool.
Or you can spend $200 at the souvenir stand.
They can. They can. There's a lot of neat stuff there for them to buy.
The kids come back, Mom and Dad, look what I got.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Marshall Birch from MB Collectibles will be there with his souvenir stand. Farners Racing Collectibles will be there with their souvenir stand. And they can make change for them $100 bills.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have said that. We're starting something.
Another thing that Gilbert's doing, he's bringing a junior announcer. It kind of goes with the theme of the children.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Supports, yep. Gage Ritter from Winchester is going to be on the mic with Buddy Long. Hagerstown's popular announcer throughout the night at different times. And it'll be Gage's debut in the booth. He aspires to be a race announcer someday. And I guess if that's what you want to be, the night of the Frank Sagi race is no better night to jump into the pool.
That kid is a joy to be with.
He is. He's a good kid. Yeah.
They told me he was at was it Lernerville or Eldora? I can't remember. One of them track might have been Lernerville. And somebody told me, said he was on the golf cart by himself, driving around talking to drivers and talking to different people. That's the way he is. He's outgoing and he's very witty, very, very quick-witted. I joke with him when he was on the show, and I mean, he'll give it right back to you. And I'm sure Buddy Long will he'll be in good hands with Buddy.
Yeah.
And this guy, I don't know his page. He's got like a YouTube page, but I stumbled upon it, and it's amazing. Like, he lines them all up, and he like announces like the Frank Sagi Tribute Race, and he's like starting on the front row. This such and such, and he knows the hometown, everything. Yeah, and it's amazing the knowledge and to do that. And I mean, he's a good kid, and I hope he goes far.
I especially hope he has a good time on Saturday night. I know his mom and dad are excited about this, and he is too, and I'm glad of that. And this was Gilbert's idea, and we're glad to go along with that. And a lot of things going on that we'll need to thank Uncle Gilbert at the end of the night.
Yeah, I know he had coloring books made.
He's got some really neat color books.
Is he going to have them?
80 of them to give away free.
These are
here again, to buy them, they'd probably be $15, $20 this day and age.
And you know what? There's companies that he dealt with that did this stuff for him to support the race and support the kids and support. I mean, like you said, it would cost him a lot of money to have this stuff made. These are,
and a lot of it he does pay to have done.
15-page coloring books.
Yeah, they're not just a 2-page fold out. They're a real coloring book. And he's going to give away 80 of those on Saturday night.
And there's companies, I'm not saying everything he done, but there's companies that have stepped up and helped him to produce this stuff for the kids, for racing. So, I mean, those companies, I'm sure if you ask Gilbert, he'll tell you, those companies are be commended for taking their time and money and their equipment to print this stuff and print the checks and all that stuff.
Yeah, we thank each and every one of the sponsors that are involved in this race. I'm here with no notes. I'm here almost naked here with Mike, wearing one of my dad's old announcing shirts.
It's not my fault, everyone. I'll tell him to bring notes.
Yeah, he does, but I kind of just like to work off my sleeve. That's just me. But I do appreciate each and every one of them. I thank them in person when I see them. And I hope you all, when you see these people, you thank them too. And another neat component of our race this year is in the late model sportsman division, we have an engine bonus. This is something brand new. My good friend Alan Rogers from A&C Racing Engines proposed this to me. I really thank Alan and Craig Klein and Nick Pappas, who owns the A&C engine business now, for their cooperation with doing this. We're going to give $500, a $500 bonus to the top finishing car with a conventional steel block 358 engine in the late model sportsman feature. Also then I asked Alan if he was okay with this, and he said sure. So I called Mr. Donald Brancher of Race City Performance in Mooresville, North Carolina. I only ever met the man once, but I enjoyed talking to him that time. And I called him up. He remembered me. I told him what we were doing. I said, would you have any interest in putting up $500 for the top finishing CT GM Performance 525 engine? And he said, absolutely. So the top finisher with a 358 and also the top finisher with a GM Performance CT 525 will each get $500 bonuses. And they do not have to be engines purchased from either A&C or Race City. If they bought it from a different vendor, they're fine with that. And then on top of it, Mr. Brancher said, what are you doing for fast time? I said, well, we'll probably just pill draw the late model sportsman to save time. And he said, I'd like to give $200 to the top qualifier with a 525. He said, would you consider running hot lap time trials? I said, sir, I will do anything I can. I try to do in this race when people give me requests, and that's something we can definitely do. So we're running hot lap time trials for that division, and ANC has also stepped up to offer $200 to the top qualifying steel block 358. So what it boils down to is drivers in the late model sportsman division are all running for an extra $700. They're all going to have one engine or the other.
Yeah.
Unless they're cheating. We don't want that. But hats off to both of those engine builders for that idea. And I want to treat the late model sportsman division just as well as the super late models. There's no secret the super late models are the star of the show, sanctioned by the ULMS series. But we don't want to make anybody feel like a second-class citizen. We're all there. One is as important as the other. My dad always looked at it that way. He treated the lower classes the same as he treated the sprint cars or the late models. And we're going to warm up the super late models first because they're going to run conventional time trials. So in case there's a little bit of slipperiness or greasiness to the track, they'll get that burn off. And then we're going to bring the late model sportsmen out, and they're going to run hot lap time trials and run them 5 cars at a time. And that way we know the track is good and run in perfectly for them. And then we'll bring the super late models out to run their conventional time trials. They'll run 2 laps, just 2 cars at a time. And we're going to keep the show moving. But all night long, we're going to run the late model sportsmen first. We'll run their heats first, and then the ULMS late models. The B mains the same way, and then the features. The super late models will run last, and we really encourage the fans to stick around and go down in the pits and meet the drivers when it's over. We'll ask them to leave their cars out of the trailers for a little bit, and they can come down and get their pictures taken with the drivers, take pictures of the cars, and just talk with them. It's kind of like the old days. I remember when I was a kid, the people would flock down in as soon as my dad interviewed the last winter. They would all stand there at the gate, and it looked like a herd of cattle getting let through. And I'd like to see that one more time.
And the teams miss it too. Really.
They do. Those guys love the fans. They are more than happy to give you a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So try to make that be your nightcap for the night.
I mean, we're talking about a great event here coming up, and Alan and everybody else went to a lot of trouble to bring all this stuff. The Hagerstown Speedways went out on a limb to help out with it. Different vendors have went out, on a limb for it and everything.
A lot of people. It takes a village to put all this
together. Is amazing. This has went from a one-man show to a
long line of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Anything else, Alan?
One of our other big sponsors that really helps a lot with this race is the Boone family out of Winchester, Virginia. Amy Boone and her daughter Terry, in memory of Amy's husband, Junior Boone, Terry's father. The Boone family have been big supporters of the race for years, and their race is coming up the following Saturday to honor Junior Boone at Winchester Speedway. So I want to give a shout out to them and for all their help.
That's another event that the guys at Winchester that go to that race, they really
means a lot.
They really talk highly of the Boone family.
Yeah.
Everybody.
How could you not?
Goes racing. They really speak highly of them.
Yeah, there are just so many people that have helped out. Coleman Farms out of Dover, Pennsylvania, has helped me out with the pit passes. Derek Lamphere Chassis Research. Chaz's Used Auto Parts out of Tawnytown, Maryland. Mike's Towing and Recovery out of Hanover and York, Pennsylvania. It takes a lot of people to do. I don't like to beat anybody up, but if they can all pitch in a little bit, it all kind of works out and comes together, and we can do good things for everyone. the racers, the fans, everybody. Takes a lot to make it happen.
Yeah, while we're thinking about it, I would like to send thoughts and prayers out to the JT Spence family.
Yeah.
JT lost his mother this morning or yesterday.
Early this morning.
Yeah. And thinking about him, that's a tough deal. And
Robin Spence was a great lady. She'll be very much missed. She was planning on coming to the race Saturday night. She's been not feeling the best. But JT reached out to me last week, and he said, "Hey, way you can get a parking pass for my mom. She'd like to come to the race, but she kind of needs to be sitting down in a vehicle most of the night." I said, "Absolutely." So we want her there. So we had looked forward to having Robin there at the race, and unfortunately, she will not. She took a real turn for the worse over the weekend and passed away early this morning. But our thoughts go out to JT and his family.
Yeah, definitely. I do want to thank TA Ward Construction, Todd Ward at TA Ward Construction. He's a sponsor of the show. Also, we're not at the studio tonight, but WRGG 93.7 FM, which usually carries the show. I've been kind of on hiatus here for a while. I hope to be back here next week or 2 weeks, depending on how things go here at the house. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight because I kind of feel like when I'm not doing shows, you kind of feel like everybody kind of forgets about you. But
you're unforgettable, Mike.
That's what it is. I'm unforgettable one way or the other.
That's right.
They ain't going to forget me. But we wanted to do this show tonight, which was easier for me to do it here at the house, to promote the Sagi Tribute Race, the Frank Sagi Tribute Race, and give Alan a platform to kind of tell everybody all the little details of this race that maybe a lot of people might not know.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. It's hard to explain all this in news releases and in print. We got just so many moving components going on, but hope we caught everybody and most of the high points. There's a whole lot more that we have going on for the race teams, that people that have contributed cash bonuses and different product sponsored bonuses, and Poncho's Racing Products. I got to kind of single them out. They went above and beyond in what they're doing. They are giving a gift certificate to each and every driver in the super late model, the limited late model, and even the vintage cars.
No way.
Going to take care of those guys. We appreciate them coming down and putting on a show and being a part of the show. So
that stuff's just unheard of.
I just really got to send a big thanks out to my good friend Poncho Lawler, and hope everyone supports all of these sponsors. A lot of them have been with me every year since our first year in 2017. That was the first year we had the race. And I come up with the idea of trying to get some help for the race teams in that way. And some of these people have been with me every year. Tim Fraker Signs is doing the signs, the big checks that we give away. And we really, I know that without looking, I know they're going to look outstanding. And it gives the race team something like a memento from the race. Tim's been with me since year one. And along with Sign Design by Bill Funk, those guys are all a huge component of the race, making it look good.
Yeah, what's bad is, Alan, you this is hard to believe, but I come up with something yesterday. I was going to do a little joke, I have a kid's chair in the trailer, and I was going to set it right here, and I was going to wait till you asked me what it was for, and I was going to tell you it was in case Travis Trussell stopped by. And I thought I'm not going to do that to Travis. You know what I mean? He don't deserve it. What's he do?
Mike.
He gets on here and says, "Love you, bully."
There you go.
See, I try to be nice, and look where it gets me.
There you go. Old buddy Travis. I hope that guy can make it up to the race Saturday night. I know he doesn't get to go to near as many races as he used to, but
Maybe he'll bring his dad along.
yeah, we miss seeing old Travis. He's a good guy.
He is a very good guy. You got anything else there, Alan?
No, that pretty much covers it. Did you have any questions from any of the fans?
There's a lot of, just right now, there's just a lot of people that said about how good the audio is and how
good.
They kind of enjoy the background and they kind of like, I guess, a change of
I agree on the
pace, so to
background. Looks
speak.
good. Yeah. It come out really nice. You sure Shirley didn't do all this? She
No.
had to help you a little bit.
No, I haven't seen Shirley.
Yeah. No, it
If
come out
you
really
see
good.
her, tell her I'll miss her.
I will do that.
Hey, he says they'll be in Richmond.
Oh, okay, Travis will be in Richmond.
They must be having a little kids event down there or something. Is there a carnival or something in Richmond?
There could be. Yeah.
Got to be this tall to ride the ride.
Yeah.
Now I have fun joking with Travis. It's nice when you have people that. Linda's saying praying for nice weather. I hope that it is nice weather.
Linda's a big supporter of the track and does a lot of good things up there.
Travis said, audio is great, visual not so much.
He's always got one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
You know, I'd be a little remiss if I didn't mention my my good friend Brent Hoddle. We lost Brent back last fall. He supported me in the race all those years up until now, and we're going to miss Brent. He always gave the invocation. He did different signage and different things for me, and just want to, throw his name out there. I know a lot of people around racing miss Brent, and I'm one of them. So
that's my one time of the year that I would always get to see him and talk to him.
Yeah, you wouldn't get to run into him very much.
No.
Yeah.
But it was nice. Are you going to have somebody do the prayer this year?
Yeah, yeah. Buddy Long, the announcer, is going to do the prayer. And we're going to have Danny Wilson down on the ground in the pits doing interviews.
Oh, really?
Victory Lane and stuff. We can't run Buddy up and down them steps all night. That's a lot. But,
Good.
Danny Wilson will be there. He hasn't been to a race all year.
Good for Danny.
But I don't think Danny forgot how to do things. He'll be good. So we got about the best announcing duo I can think of between those two. So we'll be good.
Chris Brother says, Little Tykes, Amen in Richmond.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
But
we really do like Trussell. If we didn't like him, we wouldn't pick on him.
and he's really not that short.
He's not?
No, he's not that short. I looked at him one day. I was like, you know what, Travis, you're really not that short. I said, but you do have a good thing. If it starts raining,
Yep.
you can just walk underneath that guy's running board and get out of the rain.
There you go.
Picking on my buddy Travis.
He's picking on me. I said I was going to bring a little kid's chair in here, set beside
Mike
for
was
us.
nice to him, and Travis,
Yeah,
He
he
started
called
it.
me a bully.
yeah.
Well, and if that's it, we're shut her down. I know we didn't go 90 minutes tonight. We didn't plan on. We really planned on just doing an hour-long show to get it out. But I hope everybody gets out to the Hagerstown Speedway this weekend and gets to listen to Gage and Buddy and see Gilbert. And, going to be some great racing. Also going to be a lot. It's going to be cool just to see them kids' face that all them bicycles and all them checks.
Them $100 bills they're going to win, those big checks, they can hang in their bedroom at home. They'll have a big check just like the drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Mike.
And,
I appreciate you doing this and giving us a
No
forum
problem.
to
No problem.
get the word out, and hope to see everybody there.
I think it's a race that a lot of the racing community looks forward to each year. It's getting to be a thing of the past. It's very hard for racetracks to put on these events because of expense and stuff like that. And I mean, what you're doing is like second to none. But thanks everybody for tuning in. We're going to have this show. This show will be live on the On Track with Mike page. If anybody wants to share it or watch it again to get information, or reach out to Alan if you have any questions. And thank you, Linda, for everything you do. She's saying thank us guys. I didn't really do anything, but I'll take the credit.
She drives the shuttle there at the track and takes people over to the pits.
And I tell you what, that thing hauls some people.
Yeah, that come up with a good idea there.
Yeah,
That's
that
a good
thing hauls
idea.
some people. I can't believe how many trips she makes.
And that's a good thing. Over all the years I raced up there, I've seen a lot of people slip and fall trying to walk across turn one to come into the pits. In fact, when I drove the 1H car for Jerry Hart, I stood there and felt helpless. I saw Jerry fall down and break his wrist one night when
Really?
he was coming in, to watch his car run. And his daughter-in-law had to take him to the hospital. So I strongly suggest that everyone take up Linda on the rides. She takes them for free in that shuttle. She'll deliver you right in the pits.
It's free?
Oh, yeah.
She charged me $5 to get it.
Well, she knows you got money, Mike. But, yeah, that's a good thing the track is doing.
No, back a year or two ago when people walking across the track, Shane Wilt was coming across the track. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember who was walking there with him, but somebody was walking behind Shane, and there was a woman in front of Shane. Yeah. The woman slips in the mud and falls.
Oh, my.
Well, the guy says, Shane, you didn't have to push that woman down. And everybody looks at Shane.
You poor Shane.
And I can't remember who it was.
He's probably still blushing over that.
Yeah, he got to the trailer and his face was red. He goes, some woman fell and they said Shane pushed her. And I was like,
and when somebody slips and falls like that, hopefully the lady wasn't hurt, but she would have had a backside full of mud.
You could tell who she was.
Oh yeah, that ruins your night.
It does. It's not pleasant for anyone.
No.
Anyone that's ever slipped and fell in anything, like snow, a lot of people, snow don't make it too bad, but you think about if that was mud or just that track, just how wet it is. And you also got to think about the mud trucks and everything running around through there. They can't stop on a dime.
No.
I've probably have seen Ed.
50 or more people fall down going across that track over the years. And so, take a ride with Linda.
Yeah, ride with Linda.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going to quit on that. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Mike.
Follow the Turn 5 Turnaround page, On Track with Mike page, the Hagerstown Speedway, PA Posse TV, Lattimore Valley Vinny's Racers. See Jeff Lindsay, give him a thank you for the photos.
Yep.
Gilbert Hess, with the Nicole's dream for his wife and his daughter. It's a good deal. Give Alan a thank if you see him. He's what really did a lot of hard work for this event. So
don't need to do that, but thank the 3 honorees too
for
all their years of putting on a show at Hagerstown. Gary Stoller, Marvin Winters, Roy Deese Jr. Those guys have entertained the people for a long time. And they beat up on each other over the years. They all would have won more races if it wasn't for the other two. They all won plenty, but it would have won more.
How many wins?
I would have won more too if it wasn't for those 3 guys.
How many wins does Gary have?
139.
139.
Yeah, that's a lot of wins.
I only need 140 to catch up to him in passing.
Some guys don't race 139 times in their life.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it is harder to do that.
Because you don't get as many opportunities. Right?
Back then, years ago, they used to race
from the end of February to the beginning of November.
Plus up to 4 nights a week.
And twin 20s and triple 20s. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even going to read that. He must be talking about you.
Oh, that must be a doozy.
Travis Trussell. I might be short, but that honker allows you to eat a hot dog in the rain without worry.
Talking about you.
He's got to be talking about Alan.
Travis likes me.
Now, Travis, I draw the line at bashing my guests.
Travis and I are good.
When I have a show on here, I don't like my guests to be bashed. I just don't think it's fair. I'm sorry he said that about you, Alan. I really am. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you.
And hope to see you this weekend.